People think winning life is about big decisions, big money, big opportunities, but they forget something very small that controls everything big: the morning. Before the world wakes up, before messages, before noise, before pressure, before expectations, there is a short window where your life is decided quietly. Most people lose their day before 9 a.m. and then spend the rest of the day blaming luck, people, the system, the economy. They say, "Today was bad." No, the truth is simple and painful. You didn't win your morning, and if you don't win your morning, the day will never belong to you. Every successful person understands this, even if they don't talk about it. Morning is not just time on a clock. Morning is a mindset. Morning is a message you send to yourself about who is in control. When you wake up late, rush, scroll, complain, and react, you tell your brain, "I am behind." And once your brain believes you are behind, you will stay behind all day. But when you wake up with intention, even quietly, even imperfectly, you tell your brain, "I lead my life." And leadership always starts from inside. Jack Ma once said that if you want to change your life, you must change the small things you do every day. Morning is the smallest and biggest thing at the same time. You don't need money to win your morning. You don't need motivation speeches. You don't need a perfect routine copied from someone else. You need awareness and discipline. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect in action. Most people wake up tired. Not because they didn't sleep enough, but because they went to bed without peace. Their mind was full of unfinished thoughts, regrets, scrolling, comparison, and noise. Morning punishment always starts at night. You cannot disrespect your night and expect to respect your morning. Winning the morning actually begins with how you close the previous day. But even if last night was bad, morning still gives you one chance, one reset, one clean page. The first battle of the morning is not getting out of bed. The first battle is what you do in the first 5 minutes after waking up. That moment decides whether you are proactive or reactive. Most people grab their phone immediately. They let other people's lives, problems, opinions, and emergencies enter their mind before their own purpose does. That single habit trains the brain to be a follower, not a leader. You don't start your day, you respond to it, and a life lived in response mode slowly kills confidence. When you wake up, before touching your phone, before checking time, take one deep breath and sit up. Just sit. Let your body wake up before your mind gets attacked. This silence is uncomfortable for people who are addicted to noise, but silence is where power returns. In silence, you remember who you are. You remember that you are not late. You are not failing. You are not weak. You are just human, preparing to rise. Winning your morning does not mean waking up at 4 a.m. like social media tells you. It means waking up with clarity. Some people wake up at 5 a.m. and still lose their morning because their mind is chaotic. Some people wake up at 7 a.m. and win because they are intentional. The clock is not the hero. You are. The next decision that shapes your morning is movement. Your body is not designed to wake up and sit. When you move your body, you send oxygen to your brain. When oxygen flows, confidence increases. You don't need a gym, you don't need a trainer, you need motion. Stretch, walk, breathe deeply. Let your body know the day has started and you are alive. A body that doesn't move carries yesterday's heaviness into today. Many people wait for motivation to exercise or move. That's a mistake. Movement creates motivation, not the other way around. Do not negotiate with your mind in the morning. Your mind is lazy in the morning because it is protecting energy. Lead with action. Action trains the mind to follow. After movement comes direction. Most people start working without knowing what actually matters today. They stay busy but feel empty. Activity is not progress. Progress requires focus. Winning your morning means choosing one priority that makes the day meaningful, not 10, not everything. One thing that, if done, makes the day successful even if everything else goes wrong. Jack Ma built a global company not by doing everything every day, but by focusing on what mattered at that moment. Your life is no different. Ask yourself in the morning, what is the one thing that will move my life forward today? Write it, see it, commit to it. When your day has a purpose, distractions lose power. Most people underestimate how powerful writing is in the morning. Writing is not for poets only. Writing is thinking on paper. When you write your thoughts, fears, plans, and priorities, you take control of them. When you don't write, your thoughts control you. 5 minutes of writing in the morning can save hours of confusion later. Another mistake people make is starting the day with complaints. Complaining feels honest, but it weakens your mindset. It tells your brain that you are a victim of circumstances. Gratitude, on the other hand, tells your brain that you have resources. Gratitude does not mean everything is perfect. It means you choose strength over bitterness. When Jack Ma was rejected again and again, he didn't wake up complaining about rejection. He woke up believing that rejection was training. That mindset is built daily, not magically. In the morning, name 3 things you are grateful for, even if life is hard, especially if life is hard. Gratitude does not change your situation immediately, but it changes how strong you show up to face it. Winning your morning also means controlling what enters your mind. Music, videos, news, social media, these are inputs. Inputs create thoughts. Thoughts create emotions. Emotions create actions. Actions create life. If you allow negative, fearful, or distracting inputs in the morning, you are programming failure early. Protect your morning like you protect your money. Instead of consuming, create something in the morning. Read a page, learn a skill, plan a project, build before you browse. The world rewards creators, not consumers. Morning creation compounds silently over years. One of the biggest lies people believe is I'm not a morning person. That is not personality, that is conditioning. You became what you practiced. You can unlearn it. Winning your morning is not about forcing yourself. It's about training yourself patiently. There will be mornings you fail, you oversleep, you scroll, you waste time. That does not mean you are broken. It means you are human. The real failure is quitting the system because of one bad day. Consistency beats intensity. A simple routine done daily is more powerful than a perfect routine done once. Winning your morning is not about ego, it's about alignment. When your morning aligns your body, mind, and purpose, the rest of the day feels lighter. Problems don't disappear, but you face them with strength instead of stress. Think about this deeply. If you win your morning for 30 days, you will not recognize yourself. Confidence will grow quietly. Discipline will feel natural. Focus will sharpen. People will notice a calm strength in you, not because you changed your personality, but because you changed your habits. Most people want a new life, but they repeat the same mornings. That is insanity. Change the morning and the life will follow. This is not motivation. This is strategy. The world is loud, competitive, and unfair. You don't win it by reacting faster. You win it by preparing better. Morning is your preparation ground. If you cannot control the first hour of your day, you will spend the rest of the day controlled by others. But if you master your morning, even slowly, even imperfectly, you take back ownership of your life. This is how leaders are built. Not on stage, not in meetings, but quietly, early, when no one is watching. You don't win your life by accident. You win it deliberately, starting from the moment your eyes open. The morning is not just a time of day, it is a decision, a silent agreement you make with yourself about who you are becoming. Most people wake up already defeated. Their first thought is stress, their second thought is distraction, their third thought is escape. They reach for their phone before they reach for their purpose. They scroll through other people's lives before they remember their own. And then they wonder why their days feel heavy, why progress feels slow, why success feels far away. The truth is simple but uncomfortable. How you win your morning is how you lose or win your future. The strongest people in the world are not the most talented or the most lucky. They are the most intentional. They don't let the morning use them. They use the morning. They understand that the mind is softest, most programmable, most honest in the early hours. Whatever you feed it first becomes the tone of your day. If you feed it noise, you get confusion. If you feed it fear, you get hesitation. If you feed it clarity, you get direction. Winning your morning begins with one difficult choice: not listening to your feelings. Feelings are lazy in the morning. They want comfort, warmth, delay. Discipline is awake before motivation. Successful people don't wake up inspired, they wake up committed. They don't negotiate with the bed. They don't debate with the alarm. The moment you start negotiating, you lose authority over yourself. Every extra minute you stay in bed trains your brain to disobey you. And a brain that doesn't obey you will never build a life that respects you. The first victory of the morning is getting up when you said you would, not because you feel like it, because you decided it yesterday. This is how self-trust is built. Small promises kept in silence. No audience, no applause, just you honoring your word. People talk about confidence, but confidence is nothing more than repeated self-trust, and self-trust is born in the morning. After you get up, don't rush into the world. Win yourself first. The world will always be loud. Messages, demands, problems, they will wait, but your clarity won't. If you give your best energy to everyone else first, you give leftovers to your dreams. The morning is the only time when the world hasn't fully reached you yet. Protect it like wealth. Your body must wake up before your mind can lead. Movement is not optional, it is a signal. When you move your body, you tell your brain, we are alive, we are strong, we are in control. You don't need a perfect workout. You need intensity and consistency. Sweat clears mental fog. Discipline sharpens identity. A body that moves daily builds a mind that doesn't quit easily. Then comes silence. Not empty silence, intentional silence. This is where most people run away. Silence forces you to face yourself, your fears, your doubts, your truth. But this is exactly why it's powerful. In silence, you stop reacting and start choosing. A few minutes of stillness in the morning can save you hours of chaos later. This is where you realign. This is where you remind yourself what actually matters. What you say to yourself in the morning becomes your internal leadership. Speak with direction, not affirmations that sound good, but truths that build strength. Remind yourself of your responsibility. Remind yourself of your long-term vision. Remind yourself that comfort is temporary, but regret lasts longer. The mind believes repetition. Use it wisely. Most people fail not because they aim too high, but because they aim too vaguely. Winning your morning means knowing exactly what today requires from you. Not 10 goals, 1 or 2 critical actions. Progress loves clarity. Write them down. When your day has a target, distractions lose power. When your day has no plan, anything can steal it. Stop starting your mornings with consumption. News, social media, messages, they put you in reaction mode. You become a responder instead of a creator. Leaders create first. They think first. They decide first. Then they respond. If you allow the world to enter your mind before you set direction, you hand over control without realizing it. Your environment in the morning matters more than you think. Clean space, clear desk, simple setup. Chaos outside creates chaos inside. Order creates focus. Focus creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. This is not about aesthetics, it's about psychology. The brain performs better when the environment supports intention. Winning your morning also means accepting discomfort early so you don't suffer all day. Do the hardest thing first, the task you're avoiding, the work that scares you, the action that matters most. Once that is done, everything else feels lighter. Avoidance drains energy. Action creates energy. Courage compounds. Understand this deeply. Mornings don't change your life in one day. They change your identity over time. When you repeatedly show up for yourself early, quietly, consistently, something shifts inside you. You stop seeing yourself as average. You stop waiting for motivation. You start trusting your own leadership. This is how ordinary people become unstoppable, without noise, without drama, without shortcuts. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. to win your morning. You need to wake up with intention. It's not about the clock, it's about control. Even 1 hour owned fully is enough to separate you from the majority. Most people give their best hours to sleep and their worst hours to dreams. Flip that and everything changes. There will be days you fail. You wake up late, you feel tired, you lose rhythm. That doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. What matters is not perfection, but recovery. Winning people don't quit after a bad morning, they reset at the next one. Consistency is not about never falling, it's about always returning. Remember this, success is not built in big moments. It is built in small, repeated decisions that no one sees. Your morning is one of them. When you win it, you don't just get a productive day, you get a disciplined life. And one day, without realizing when it happened, you will look back and see that everything changed. Not because of luck, not because of talent, but because you learned to win the first battle of the day. Win your morning, and you will never lose your direction again.